Hi guys, welcome to another short tutorial. It's been a while I dropped a tutorial, so this is a quick one. Um, I was opportune to work on the Rolling Cocoa concert that was earlier this year, and I was contracted to do a few concert visuals for them. And this is just me running through my thought process and workflow, how I created some of these basic concert visuals. So first of all, we have a composition here that I already created. Sorry, um, our composition was 2688 by 1680. That was based on the screen dimensions that they gave me. Remember, when you are working on concert visuals, you have to work with the dimensions of the LED screen or video wall that the show promoter or the production guys have given you, so that your visuals fit directly into their screen without having to resize or rescale and all that. So we have the fresh composition. So the first thing I did, they gave me a banner of what they wanted their show to look like. Let me switch this to full auto. This is their banner, and this is the creative they gave me, and I just had to come up with this, with something that went along these lines. Yes. So let me turn this off quickly. So the first thing I did was I created a solid layer, and I added a gradient map and tried to select colors that were on their flyers, the dominant colors, which was this and that, just to give me a background or a basis to start the video. Okay. Then I added some elements, which is some flash elements that I got online. Remember, just keep it simple. No need to be extra. Keep it simple but interesting and unique. So we had some. It was a 35 seconds composition here. So we had some flash elements that I added. Just a video clip of some. I can open it for you to see. Just a video clip of some random flash element just playing, in the background. Okay. Then let's go back to our composition. Then on top of that, I added a cityscape image PNG, and I animated it to go from screen right to screen left. So P on your keyboard to see the keyframe. So we started from here and then animated it to go here for the entire duration of the video. So 1 second please. Yeah, so this is the picture. It's an image, a PNG, yes. Then I applied a blending mode, which is soft light, just to soften the video and the image and blend it with the background. Okay. Then on top of that, I added some background elements, which are the leaves that you can see here, or the tree branches, which is this. So I got this picture online of some random leaves, and and it looks, tree branches, and it looks like what I was going for. So I added it and blended that into, and I added a keyframe for scale and rotation. So I was scaling it in and rotating it just to give it that look that I was going for. Mind you, blending modes are one very powerful tool when you're doing your graphics, motion graphics, or creating concept visuals. Blending modes, very, very powerful tool. So this is the image. Like I said, you can see everything is coming around well. Let's take that off for 1 second. Then let me leave these two flag layers. Then I added this, what I call them ribbons. I got them online too, and I just added a simple rotation keyframe for them. Let me switch to quarter so that you can see the animation better. So I just added a simple rotation, on the, you can see the scale out of the image. You can see the simple rotation I added on this, just to give it a simple rotation. Okay. Then I added the logo, which is the Rolling Cocoa logo. That also came in, animated it to roll in, You can see that I gave it a simple rotation. Mind you, always ensure that you have your motion blur activated on all your layers. It makes it look more natural. So let's go to that layer, U on your keyboard. So the scale, it scales from 0 from here. It scales from 0 all the way to the final size, and then the rotation, it rolls in, and then the gradual rotation, it rolls in. Okay, then at this point it rolls out. At this point it rolls out to reveal the second logo, which is this. Okay, for the second logo, what we did, or what I did, was I broke. It was a single image. This was one image, so I duplicated it, and then I maxed out the middle part to separate it from the exterior part. Then I just rotated this one on top like this. I just rotated this. R on your keyboard, rotation. It's just a simple rotation keyframe. That's all. Back to our composition. So this rotates in, and then boom, you have. Then it also flips out at this point. Exactly. Then, to make it more interesting, added another of those ribbons, but this time it's out of focus, just to create like a foreground element, so it doesn't look just so flat. You have to create layers to this thing. So you can see it right there at this bottom part. So basically I just tinted it. Now that's another thing. The original image wasn't the color of what I was going for, so I had to add a tint to it to make it look, to just follow the color scheme, and then motion blur, or sorry, fast blur, blurring it out to blend. So all these other elements too were not this initial color, so I added tints just to make it look this way. Then on top of that, I added a vignette, which is just basically a solid, and I use a mask to take off the middle part. Let me show you the mask. This is the mask. You can see the middle part is out, and then we blurred it, we feathered it a little bit, and then yep, we added the blend mode, which is soft light. Now I mentioned that I was going to go to the flag layers. So in the initial design, you can see a flag here and another flag here. Okay, and I wanted to keep this design, keep this whole scheme going, so I decided to add a flag here and a flag there. Flag here, flag there. You can see the flag layers. Now let me go into those flag layers. Let me go into one of those layers. You can see, playing it, you can see that it's kind of waving. So how did I create this? I think I need to do an entire tutorial on how I did this. Okay, so this is the flag layer, opening it. Basically the flag layer is just one second, it's just a still image, PNG, and I added a displacement map effect on it. Then below that flag layer is a cloth, a video of a cloth blowing in the wind that I got online, just a simple video of a cloth blowing in the wind. And then we disable that and used it as a displacement map using the luminance value to distort this image. Basically that's what I did to create that. And then putting all that all together, we play it, and this is what you have. It's a simple but straight to the point animation. Wasn't that much of work, but we just ensured that we kept the entire scheme of the concert and everything going, which I feel a lot of people do not do. They try as much as possible to make their designs very complex and complicated. You don't need to be complex or too complicated to get your work done. I hope I'm able to I hope you get the whole idea and understand a little bit my thought process and my work process on how I create some of all these videos. And then to finish this, I always take it to Premiere Pro, do my finishing in Premiere Pro, because I export I like to export as image sequence rather than export as MP4, so that if there's an error along the way, I just continue from where I stopped. You know, people work differently, but that's how I do it. Thank you very much. See you next time.